How do, everybody? Well, we've had a pretty busy week. A lot going on. Last couple weeks have been busy. Anyway, Little Red's still down. I'll show you a picture of that here in just a second. And we've been ordering parts for that, trying to get the duck coop all finished up. And that's what we're going to focus on this morning. That's what we're going to try and focus on. Anyway, this probably won't be a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of just moving around, probably in fast motion. But anyway, here's a couple pictures and then we'll get rolling. Here we go. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, not how it's supposed to work. Goes on the end of that shaft, and that goes in Little Red. So, bummer deal. Anyway, we got parts. Lots of leftovers. Extra 2x6s that will be turned into 2x4s because they're too long for fencing. Sorry, too short for fencing, but too wide to build a duck coop with. We're going to get that handled. Well, I assume you can see this, but yeah, when you start cutting a bunch of timber down, ripping it, when your table saw is older than you are and the fence is already broken, so you're scabbing things together, blah, blah, blah. We let the smoke out. Sheesh. All right, we got 12-foot boards all marked out and cut, and we've got a bunch of these that will be 3 inches under 8 feet. They're marked, not cut. And then I've got my wall laid out and everything cut because we're almost done with the chicken coop. Well, sorry, duck coop, duck hut, whatever we're going to call it. And then, again, if you haven't been keeping up with us, then this right here is going to be a fence to separate this half from this half. There actually won't be anything in the center, but it'll go from that post up to the edge, and then on the other side from this edge over, so we have this side and that side. That's the man door. When I build this wall, I'm going to have 2 little drop down jobs so that we can release the ducks to this side, release the ducks to that side. And that is how we're going to control our rotational grazing for our ducks. So almost all of this wood has been cut here on the ranch. So that means it didn't go through like the standard processes of like a mill. So we cut it to a specified size, but it does shrink a little bit more or less because of the water content that's in the wood. So that's why I'm having to bump these up and down, because as they dry out, they do shrink. And some of them are 3.5 inches, some of them are more like 3 and 5 or 3 and 3/8, and some of them are 3 and 5/8. But anyway, yeah. Ducks don't care. Or you can say we have a custom coop. might need your help. Maybe. What I'm doing is I got to get that rim on the other side on.
Okay.
And I was thinking maybe I could do it by putting this plywood on and then shimmying it off of there. But now all I've really done is covered up my marks. So I'm like, didn't think that one all the way through.
How can I help, honey?
Well, I need to hold that 2x4 up.
What 2x4?
The one that's not there yet. I'm
Okay.
coming. I know. It's hard to live in my head.
Oh.
It's a little bit scaly. So what I'm going to do is this 2x4. It goes on the edge of all of those.
Goes where?
Down all of those. But I need to transfer my marks over because I covered up this one, and this one with plywood. Hold that end up while I screw this end in, and then I can get the rest. So can you hold that end up so it meets that 2x4? Okay, give me just a second. I gotta get my nails and my screw gun. It's up on the top. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Good grief. Where's the long screws at? Over here. Golly. Welcome to ADD Ranch, where we do things eventually. Good night. My arms aren't that long. Okay, let's lay it down for a second so I can get the screw started. It gets better, I promise. Okay. Down. Don't worry about hitting the 2x4 exact right now. Just follow my lead. Thank you. I appreciate you. Right about here, I'm telling you how windy it is, but you couldn't hear me because of how windy it was. That's some membrane we put up on the top, and then right behind my elbow, we're going to put some vents in. That's what I'm about to explain. Those will fold down, but we got to get some more materials first. I also need to put bird blocks up in here, so they'll work as vents. In the meantime, when these are closed, like say during the winter time, but in the summer, we can open it and get more of a cross draft going on and cool it down a little bit. So we got some more work to do, but for tonight, that's it. Custom.